How's it going, everyone? Today we're gonna work on this little 3-reel slot machine that came in. This is for a customer. So I kind of had to put the time soldiers on hold for a little bit, at least for tonight, while I see if I can get this all squared away for a customer. This is a Ruse Corporation. It's the Grand Sile. Whatever. This is what they call a Pachislo machine. I'm probably butchering that. It's probably not how it's pronounced. It is right there. Pachislo. Pachislo. Anyway, a Ruse Corp is from made machines from 1975 to 2015. But you know, Republic Industries, that's probably where they got this from. This is importers and distributors. I have some of the manual here for it, which I really didn't need, but that's all right. And it looks like somebody kind of set their coffee on it, and it kind of went all the way through. But hey, at least we have that in case we need it. Yeah. Should you need help or have any questions about your slot machine, feel free to contact our customer support team at. Wonder if we called that number. Wonder if anybody'd answer. Anyway, this one has been sitting. I kind of mentioned it when I had it on the truck and I got it off, that I know it's been sitting over at the auction house for a year. That somebody was supposed to come in and pick it up and take it home and fix it for this guy. But he never showed up again. So it just sat over there waiting for this guy to come in. And I asked Ron, which is the owner and the auctioneer, I said, "You going to auction that off?" He says, "No, we're waiting to have it fixed for a guy." And the guy's name that owns it is Todd. But anyway, it sat over there, and I told him, okay, well, if it's not for sale and he's waiting for somebody to fix it, if he can't fix it, just let me know and I'll fix it. Well, he stopped over here, and I talked to him. This was in the fall, or not fall, but late winter, early spring, he stopped by, and I told him, yeah, sure, bring it over. He says, okay, I'll go get it and bring it over. Well, I didn't see it until a couple of weeks ago. He finally brought it in, and now we're the beginning of summer. But that's all right. We'll get it fixed up for him. For starters, whoever had this thing, it is just covered in cigarette smoke. This thing is nasty. But what we're going to do to this, he told me that right now it takes tokens. Let me get, I think there's a few, yeah, there's still a couple left in there. Insert metal. Okay, what he told me was he wants it switched over so it takes quarters. But then I said, okay, well, is there anything else wrong with it? He said, well, the music was blaring, so he cut the speaker wires, and there were some light bulbs out in it. Well, when I plugged it in and turned it on to check it, everything works. I mean, all the light bulbs are working, speaker wire's not cut, and it's not blaring. I told him, well, you know, if it was blaring, why didn't you just turn it down? Then I didn't know you could do that. Well, I don't know him. He might be thinking of another one. Maybe he has two of these. I don't know. But what we're going to do today is we're going to switch this mech over so it'll start accepting quarters instead of tokens. He wants it to take quarters. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to swap it over. I bought a little conversion kit here on eBay that I just got in. I haven't even opened it yet. So we'll open it up, and what I'm figuring on, what is with this, is probably there's, come on, get out of there. There's probably a different sensor. Probably a different set of sensors that go in here to take quarters instead of tokens. Well, we're going to find out once we open that thing. But on another note, today at the store, I showed you I have the skill games in there that pay out cash when you hit. Well, today some guy was in and he hit for $2,400 on our machines. Lucky. But he does come in and play quite a bit. He won that $2,400, but he also put in $700 to win that $2,400, which is pretty decent return of your money. But yeah, we're going to get it switched over, and then we're going to see if I can't clean this up a bit and get some of this cigarette smoke off of it and make it look a little better for the customer as well. Since everything else works, I mean, you know, I'm going to clean it up. I won't charge them for it, but it'll sure look nice after we're done. So, what year I'm not sure what year this one is. This is about the exact same error as the one I have in at the store, my taco slot. But I'm sure in here somewhere you can, there's a date on it somewhere, may even be in Japanese. But let's see, and here's how we can set up the payouts. I don't know how he wants that set up, but he does have the book in order to do it. We'll check and see what it is set up at, maybe. And let's see. What do we have here? 000321. Don't suppose this is a 2003. 21st week. I doubt it. I'm just guessing. Just a guessing. But I know there's got to be a date on it somewhere. I looked it up online, and it, you know, doesn't really say what year this is. But I'm guessing probably early 2000s. There's the old, probably the operator. Come up from Dallas, Texas, Republic Industries. That may have been where it was shipped from as well. And I don't think there's any other tags on it. Here's some 105 watt, 50, 60 hertz. But still no, well, see, it still could be right around 2000. Maybe the March of 2000. Could be. I don't know. Somebody got a big blowout there. I don't know what the hell they were trying to get. Oh, I see what they were doing. You can get your hand in there and get tokens. Huh. Yep, somebody cut that out so you can stick your hand in there instead of unlocking it every time. You can just come around here and get tokens out of it. Because I'm sure this was in a house. From what the guy said that I got it from, it was his dad's. I think it was his dad's. That's why he wants to keep it and get it fixed. And he wants to put it in his game room, and I guess he wants to charge his buddy quarters to play it. Alright, let me get this little package opened up and let's see what we've got to work with. Now we open up the package, and what do we get? We get that. That is our converter to convert from tokens to quarters. Now this little hunk of plastic here cost me $24.99. And this is where it came from. Let's see. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right or not. Pachislo slot machines, parts, tokens, manuals, and services. And if you need to know website or anything like that, it's right there. Now I didn't find this. Find them online. I bought this off of eBay, so it's probably going to be a little cheaper if you go directly to their site and buy the converter, because of the eBay fees, you know, and all that stuff anyway. And you can get the 850 plus pages, hundreds of photos, diagrams, step-by-step, and illustrations, troubleshooting, error codes, repairs and maintenance, token to quarter conversion and other modifications, door release, door and reset key info, and lock solutions. Everything you need, CD or download, ebook versions. And we get our little installation pamphlet paper. But anyway, this converter works on Macs M1 through M16, and you can see we have an M4. And I thought it was going to have to do with one of the sensors that would sense whatever, if it was a quarter or a token, but obviously not. And I read this thing I had to read this thing about 6 times before I finally realized, a little slow I am, what they're talking about here. On the front of the mechanism, use needle nose pliers, flathead screwdriver, or knife. Well, we got my favorite tool here, my knife that doesn't like me. And gently lift up left spring. Okay, well, I'm over here looking, what spring, you know? I'm trying to figure out where's this go? Gotta go in here somewhere. And I read that a couple of times, and it said slide left side of converter under spring. Repeat for right side. You will feel it click into place when properly installed. Be sure the converter is moved to the right as much as possible. Okay, well, these are the only 2 springs on the front of the mech. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get you set up in the tripod, and we're going to see what we can do about putting this together and getting it working. Okay, now if I've read this correctly, what we're going to do is this little guy is going to fit in here like so. So we have to get it under the springs. Let me see if I can. We'll get under it. Let's see, we'll get that spring started. And we'll get this side lifted up. And it clicked into place. So that's our little mechanism there that'll swap us from tokens to quarters. Okay, now on the back side you can see, okay, on the back of the mechanism, remove pin indicated in photo above. So we have to remove this pin right in here. Remove pin, okay. Slide black part towards the bottom of the machine to remove. Bottom of the machine? How about bottom of the mechanism? We'll go with that. Your machine will now accept both quarters. Both quarters? I thought there was only one quarter. Just one. Okay, so we have to remove this little black tip lever right here. That's what they want us to remove. There's two E-clips on either side, so we can, either side you can take off either one that you want. And I'm just gonna get on it. There we are. There's our E-clip. We'll keep it just in case. Remove our pin. And now we'll just slide this. Let's see, okay, it's hooked. I like how they make it sound so easy. You just remove the pin and just slide it right out of there. There we go. There it comes there. And now we have that little dude out of there. Okay. Now it's ready to accept quarters. Hopefully. And we won't throw anything out, that's for sure. We'll put our little there we go. Put this little diverter or catch back in it. Maybe. It should hook into there. There we are. Now we're ready. Now we're ready to put it back in. And I'm also watching another online auction. It's got some pinball machines and arcade machines in it. So we'll see what happens here too. Might be buying some more pinball machines and having them brought in. I think I'm bidding on two. Let me see. Yeah, I'm bidding on a Bally Twin Win pinball machine and a Bally Knight Rider pinball machine. Plus, I am bidding on a Sega Die Hard arcade. I'm off of the Stern Lightning pinball machine because it's a little too high right at the moment for me. We'll see what happens up above. I may hit that if I lose out on both of those. And another set of boards. Well, that's just one board, Time Killers. It's at 40 bucks. The Bally Twin Win at 500, and Bally Knight Rider, the solid state. This is an EM, and that's solid state. I'm on it right now at 700, which I know I'll get outbid on both of those. The only one I kind of feel confident about is the Sega Die Hard arcade game. So when that thing bleeps and gives us a notification, we'll have to go over and take a look at it too. Okay, let me put this coin mech in and we'll see what happens. Okay, coin mech's back in and wired back up. And we'll turn it on. And we'll see what happens. Now we'll insert some metal. Quarter. Let me back you off a little. That's better. See if it'll take quarters now. And it sure does. Kind of curious though why it you know, even at idle, mine at the store doesn't sit there and continue to play music while it's at an idle. There's got to be a setting in here that we need to find and see if we can get it to stop playing music when it's sitting at an idle. Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. God. Doy. It'll continue to play music until while it's at rest. It plays the music for a while and then it'll stop after it sits for so long without being played. Alright, so now we got it to take quarters. Now let's see if we can get this thing cleaned up and looking a lot better. About 2 lots away from the Night Rider, the Bally Night Rider, the Williams went off at 650, and I don't know, I just wasn't really interested in that Williams. That one didn't have a ball shooter. That was, I think, an automatic kick. So we're gonna look at this Night Rider and see what it does and see how. Okay, we're at 700, and let me unlock the bid. Still winning it at 750. And I won it. Okay, Night Rider, we won at $750 for Night Rider. Doesn't work, of course. I don't buy anything that works. Why do that? That's no fun. Now my next one, we will. That's 200. That's at that's lot 212. Lot 09 Raw Thrills, Big Buck Hunter. Okay, yeah, I was looking at that. But that one, that's, you know, 600 bucks. That one, but see, we're on lot 282. So we have a long ways to go before we get to that Stern Lightning. But let me see. There's Night Rider. Playing field's got some planking. Back glass is good. Cabinets. The sides of the cabinet are pretty decent. It's the front of the cabinet that's pretty rough. There's hardly any paint missing on the playing field, but all the displays are there, but we have a problem in our boards, because you can see the general illumination. Get back here. The general illumination is working. Alright, let me finish doing what I was doing, get that cleaned up, and then I'll show you what it looks like all done. There she is, all cleaned up. As you can see, I got all that residue, tobacco residue off of it. Even cleaned up the reels. So now it really looks nice. Now let's see what they do have this set on as far as skill-wise goes. Okay, what you do is to check it, turn your main power off. Turn your lock key here, turn it on, turn your power back on, and And you can see they have it set on number 1, which number 1 is the hardest. Let's see. To change the skill level, follow the instructions below. There are 6 different skill levels, level 1 being the hardest and level 6 being the easiest. And to change it, what you do is there's this, the black button right there. Some are black, some are red. Let me see if I can get you turned over here. Oh shit, almost dropped you. Can't be doing that. But let's see if I can. Here we go. You can see, oops, it's pretty touchy. And we're going to set this on number 3. Now, once you have it set, your number at 3, which is that's in the middle. Now, hold spin lever down for 5 seconds to lock in your choice. So we'll hold this down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it didn't do squat. Okay, and then let's see. Now, to lock in your choice, turn program key back to the left, off position, and remove from machine. You are now playing in mode ready for normal play. But it doesn't say to turn the machine off, or if you just switch it. So we're gonna, from experience, I've always found that turning stuff off before you make changes works better. Okay. Now it should be on 3. So we'll see what happens. We'll turn it off. Turn our program key on. Turn the main power back on. And it's still set on 1. Or it just reverts every time. To start out at 1. Okay. Oop. Figure if this guy is going to be trying to get his buddies to put quarters in this and spend quarters, then let's 3 coins gives you diagonals and all the way across. Nothing. 1 coin gives you just 1 line right straight across. Nothing. Trust me, I'm not good at... It'll take all these quarters here for me to win, because I don't win at nothing when it comes to games of chance. Got 3 left. Nothing. And the rules are, you get your eagle plus your 7s, you'll get a big chance, you'll get 12 coins. All sevens is a 15 bonus game. Jacks, 15. 15 big chance. And let's see, 14 for the game, big chance 6. Cherries, you get a free play. The 3 bells is 10, or no, there we go. The 3 jacks is a replay. You can see when it sits at an idle for a certain period of time, then it goes ahead and the music shuts off, and it's sitting there in a track mode, which is just insert metal. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed the video as much as I enjoyed making it for you. I am going to go in and I'm going to sit and see if I win anything else at that auction. And if I do, I will let you know in the next video. So until next time, see ya.